South Africa's new Police Minister Senzo Mchunu has promised an overhaul of the police management system as part of efforts to rein in the country's alarming crime levels after taking over from Bheki Cele in Cyril Ramaphosa's new Government of National Unity. Mchunu outlined his priorities to confront criminality during a media briefing in Pretoria today. Newzroom Afrika's Veronica Makhoali reports.
The appointment of Senzo Mchunu as Police Minister has generally been met with enthusiasm, but the task ahead is likely to be more challenging. With the alarming increase in murder, rape, hijackings, kidnappings for ransom, the killing of women and children, gang violence and the activities of construction mafias, the crisis continues to deepen.
The levels and type of crime differ from one province to the other. We need to take this into account as we implement the integrated national crime prevention strategy. Tough measures may need to be taken to reduce crime.
Of the top priorities is to review and strengthen the country's firearm control regulations to clamp down on the number of illicit guns on the street. This follows revelations by his predecessor that nearly 2,000 firearms were stolen from the police service between 2021 and 2023.
We are intensifying our efforts to remove illegal firearms from our streets and ensuring improved gun control measures, be it firearms in personal possession of a police officer or firearms in transit with vans, police vans, or firearms in police stations. We shouldn't be losing those. And therefore, we will have to review how we handle these situations ordinarily so that we tighten controls. But even if firearms get lost, we need to recover them.
In addition to a dedicated focus on reducing firearm crime and violence, the minister says public trust is a priority.
When a person comes to the police station to open a case, how do they get treated? And how do we make follow-ups? And what is the conversations in the community about about the impact of police on what people regard as crime and criminal activities in their area? So the way in which we deal with those situations must earn us, and police in particular, confidence and credibility.
When it comes to timelines, the minister says SAPS has deteriorated against many of its own performance indicators. For example, the number of murders solved by police has declined from 31% in the 2011-2012 financial year to just over 12% in 2023.
We're not necessarily avoiding having timelines and having targets, but we want to be cautious. We want to have a start, size the nature of the problem and complexity out there, and we can only do that in the field.
But questions on how to actually improve the police service have been neglected. Mchunu says this will change under his leadership.
Crime intelligence is the backbone of policing and will be an apex priority on our side. Robust crime intelligence capabilities are essential for maintaining public safety, reducing crime rates, and fostering a secure environment for communities. Certainly, our budget as it stands at the moment, just for this financial year, will need to be reviewed at some point when the first opportunity arises, so that we cater for increased capacity as far as crime intelligence is concerned.
Mchunu will present his budget and his ministry's program for the next year to Parliament on Tuesday. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Veronica in Tshwane.